Hey guys, wanted to share with you the setup that I create when we have facials. Anything having to do with facials. A lot of times we do them in the classroom, but sometimes when we take it up a notch, the setup is a little different. So in the classroom with the bed, with the chairs, it's sometimes difficult. When I start using the machines, it's hard to plug everything in, and then the cables, and it gets crowded and hot and loud. And so then I bring it into the lab here. It's our cosmetology lab, and this is our manicure area. So I want to share with you how I set it up. All you really need is just an open space. You can create anything in that open space, just like a room can be a dentist office, it could be a surgery room, it could be a jail, it could be a kitchen, it could be anything that you make it. You just need your equipment and furniture to make it happen. So a few years back when we first came, I was teaching juniors, and we were doing facials on clients. Our facial room is small. It fits comfortably if it's 3 beds, squished if it's 4. But then there's not much moving around space. And so when we were offering facials for clients, it was difficult we had so many people coming in, they're so difficult to kind of have a productive area and productive salon day. So in here is where I moved everything. So I'm going to show you guys how I set it up. Alright, so this is our manicure area here. That is our color bar that we've turned into a spa bar. We do have color supplies that we store on the bottom, but all of our spa stuff is on the stop for client days. And then we have our stations here. This is the senior side, the reception counter, our cosmetology teacher office, and then of course the reception, the front entrance. So the manicure tables are usually here. We have 8 of them, and of course the corresponding client and service provider chairs, which here we just push to the side. So what I do is I take the manicure tables, and then we just put them along the wall there, and we bring the shampoo bowl chairs. We do have to coordinate to make sure that the other teachers won't be using them, but you know, that's just a little bit of communication there. So we have here lined up the shampoo bowl chairs. I only have 5, so we have 5 missing because I have 10 total. But yesterday we had some testing, so I didn't have all the students, so we just set up 5. Today we'll have all the students, and we'll finish setting up the rest of the setups. So we only have 8 of the manicure table or chairs. So we have 8 of those big ones and 8 of those small ones. Let me turn the light on just so you can have a little better view. But so I probably will do 8 setups, and it just depends on how many students I have. So on each of the setups, the student, of course, the shampoo bowl chair leans back nicely. The service provider sits behind, and then depending on how long their legs are, I'll maybe put another chair here so they can put their feet up instead of kind of them dangling down a little bit. Depends on the student. Sometimes they just bend their knees and put their feet up on the chair, and that's okay. We wipe it down. So then we have these rollouts. So each year I've tried to purchase 1 extra rolly cart a year, and they are a little expensive. And then with our budget, of course, we have to be wise with how we spend it. But if there's extra, I do try to get a cart. They're a little tough to put together as well, but I get these from Burmax. And on each cart, they're going to have a trash can, they're going to have an EPA bottle, they're going to have a hand sanitizer, and also to their little sanitizing tray, we put our barbicide in there. So I teach them first to sanitize. So they sanitize their chairs, the cart, the trash can, inside, outside, all of that, wash their hands, and then they do their table setup for their facial up on top. Which, if you've seen in other previous videos, I've shared that information with the students. We've already done the theory part of all the facial and the equipment, and now it's a whole week of hands-on. So they come in, they set up. Yesterday was our practice run, just to kind of get the flow and the juices moving, kind of get that muscle memory of, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. So we set everything up, and they did their first facial today. They're going to come in. We have a few new students, so kind of a little repetition, but because half of the class has already done it, it goes by a lot smoother because they help each other. And then next Monday, so today's Friday, so next Monday through Thursday, they're going to come in every day. They can switch partners, they can keep their own partners. Sometimes I will assign partners, and then they create their setup, get their station ready, create their setup, and then begin their facial. So on this side, I do have the skin scanner. Murphy's Retreat Salon and Spa donated that to us, and it has been a gem. So we do have that. We also have the Woods lamp for consultations. So first they come here, and either they plug it into their station or they stick their head on the back side and look through the glass or through the viewing spot, and they can see, I have all the notes here. They can see their skin consultation notes here, and they'll be able to see their face, something similar to this, and they'll be able to see what are the problem areas. We did go over the high frequency, the portable one. There's different attachments. I have the Arbonne. I do sell Arbonne, so I do have that, but I have the Arbonne, the ultrasound. We have the skin scrubbers. Good morning. We have the skin scrubbers. This is a personal one, and these are some that we ordered for the labs, and we do teach the students that. Those are the handheld ones, and then we also have from Skin for Life, we have the actual professional machine here. Not that those are not, but this particular one is better quality. We do have from Satin Smooth a hydrosonic wand, and so it vibrates. It gives you, I have a video of this lesson, but this is a great tool for the cleansing. We do have our 10-in-1. The only thing I've taught them are these wands for this particular machine, and it is going to be the light therapy. We just have the red and the blue one, but they do have the option of using that as well. They've also learned how to use the steamers. So these are the mini tabletop steamers from Satin Smooth. So we go through how to use that, how to take care of them, and how to work them into a facial. We do have the jade rollers. We have the rose and the jade rollers are the ones that are their favorites. And then on the table, we just have a random variety of products. The cleanser, the masks, and the moisturizers. We do have toner, but the toner, the student said it burns them a little bit, so we took the toner off the table. For all of their disposables, we do have a cabinet that has all of the disposables, and we do also have a cabinet that has all their bowls, their gloves, and all those kinds of things. So that is in the dispensary, and they already know where that's at, and they have that available for their setup. So that is how we set up. So the students come in, they start on one end, and they kind of just sit down and start. The first day or so, maybe the first day for sure. The second day or so, I'll continue to give direction, but by Monday when they come in, I just kind of stand back, and the students know what to do. They come in, they're ready, they're aware. Some of them bring their own products because these particular products they don't like or they don't work well on their skin, which so far we have not had any reactions this year, or previous years actually. But they come in, they set up, and they get started. Again, I have 45-minute class periods, so as soon as they come in, they get started, and they know to watch their time, so they automatically will begin to finish and clean up before the bell rings, giving them plenty of time to stand in line and clock out. Okay? Alright, so that's my setup. I do have videos of these machines, so if you want to check those out. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, this helps somebody that maybe you don't have a big enough facial room and you have a lot of students and you're trying to figure out how do I make this work. Remember that all you need is a space. Maybe it's going to take some time, like today we have salon day. So my last class period is going to have to move all of this stuff back, and then again we're going to have to move it back out on Monday morning. So it does take time, it does take effort, but if you have your students help you set up, not only does it teach them to do the setup and then they can create anything within any kind of space, but it does help you and alleviates the amount of time that is required for having to set all this up. So if you have any questions, don't forget to give me a call or contact me on social media. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you soon.